Have you heard that the lunar north and south node are moving signs? That the lunar south node is moving into Leo and the north node is moving into Aquarius. This has taken place on the 26th of July 2026 and is going to stay that way for 18 months. The nodes move every 18 months. So before we start, what are the nodes? The nodes are not like planets, they can't be seen. They are two mathematical points that are created where the moon's orbit crosses the apparent path of the sun. They are always opposite each other and they move through every pair of zodiac signs anti-clockwise, once again, every 18 months. So at the time of your birth, you are going to find that you have a south node placement and a north node placement in your birth chart. The south node, in the way that I teach as a self-awareness guide, is the opportunity for you to work through your emotional well-being coming from the lessons from the past. So it's either the emotional wounding or processing that you needed to do when you were younger, or sitting in the subconscious into past life. That's why I love doing past life work, because emotional well-being can be brought in for you to continue to deal with. Where the south node is in your birth chart, the zodiac sign that it is placed in and that it stays in for your entire life, that zodiac sign has behaviors and it has traits that you work with that are going to always be the energies that navigate how you work with your emotional well-being. The thing with the south node is that the south node is where the wound is, but it's also the place where it's just the safest to stay and hover. Sometimes it really takes a lot of work to release the wounds of the past and to do the braver emotional thing. And that braver emotional thing is working into the lunar north node in your natal chart. So wherever that north node is, that is the call for bravery. And the zodiac sign that your north node is in your natal chart, that is the place that reveals what is naturally within you when you step into emotional bravery, when you get out of that emotional comfort zone and when you move towards greater emotional fulfillment. You actually have a zodiac energy that has behaviors and has qualities that are going to help you emotionally evolve. Now, when you take the transiting nodes, which is currently the lunar Leo south node and the Aquarius north node, Leo is associated with confidence, creativity, how you want to be visible and seen in the world, how your self-expression and your desire to let your personality be significant. That is the energy of Leo. As the south node, when Leo moves through your natal chart, it's going to ask you where to witness where the old wounds are not letting you shine, where they are not letting you feel seen, where you might feel overlooked, unappreciated, and when you don't step forward and take on certain roles. So the powerful question that you would ask is, what old emotional wound is being triggered when other people don't recognize my value? And a lot of times what can happen is that you also go through the process of realizing that some of it is what you see in how people respond to you. It is that you perceive that they don't recognize your value, which is something else that the south node is going to drive you to work towards. Then opposite that, the north node in Aquarius for the next 18 months. Aquarius is the visionary. It is the energy that wants you to show your individuality into the world, your independence, how you independently think, and also the community that you have the people that you want around you, and what you do with your perspectives, and how you feel you are contributing. So, as this North Node that's moving through Aquarius, it is asking you to trust your individuality, especially the individuality that's sitting in your birth North Node, those those behaviors that you know you're going to lean on in order for your best personality, your truest, most authentic personality to shine into the world. Aquarius wants you to recognize that belonging doesn't have to do with earning anything where you have to perform, where you have to be impressive, and where you have to abandon any part of your authentic self. So the big question is, can you allow yourself to belong without changing who you are so that you can feel secure in your place? So, how do you hold on to who you are and find your place in the world without losing yourself? That's what the next 18 months is going to be navigating you towards. If you are trying to work this out and it sounds overwhelming, I really feel like it is my purpose as a self awareness guide to help you understand and make it as simple as possible. But I also understand that astrology is a language on its own, and I understand the language well, and I love the language. I extremely love the language. So if you need any support to understand what is happening with your nodes as this is shifting, then please just reach out to me. All the details are going to be attached. And if you feel like there is anyone who could benefit from this video, I would love for you to forward it along to them. And if you could give a follow, it would be amazing, because the more people that I know that I get to touch, then the more purposeful I feel.